Yo, what's going on, guys? How is it going? It's Tyler here, and today bringing you a brand new video. I just wanted to talk. I'm about to head out the door, head to work, but before I did so, I did want to sit down, give you guys a little video. Now, it's rolling around to the Christmas season, so I did want to get a video out, just a little more of a talking video, a little more of a story video, but I wanted to kind of talk about my favorite Christmas of my childhood. Now, again, it is rolling around to the Christmas season, about halfway there. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, fantastic holiday season, and definitely take those moments with your family. If you do get a chance to, see family and friends, definitely take those moments and cherish those. But yeah, I wanted to sit down and just talk about my favorite Christmas of my childhood. Now, a lot of my Christmases in my childhood were decent Christmases. As we started getting older and more aware of things, and what so on and so forth, a little more negativity started creeping in here and there. But for the most part, my childhood, we did have, my parents made it a goal of theirs to secure us a happy holiday season. It really didn't matter what holiday it was. They definitely tried to ensure that everything was smooth, and there was at least a smile on everyone's face. So that was a blessing I had growing up. But another blessing I had growing up was siblings. So every holiday season, I did have siblings. So we did have that shared excitement. Me and my sister were closer in age than me and my brother. So me and my sister definitely had those jitters more than my brother did growing up. And me and her, I remember many nights, Christmas Eves, and just contemplating if we were going to stay up all night, or what we were going to do, or if mom and dad were going to come in and us be in trouble, all these different things. So it was definitely the whole experience of a childhood Christmas, and I definitely, I can't take it for granted. It's a blessing. So again, I wanted to come in and kind of give a story of my favorite Christmas. Now, I'm not sure if this really is my favorite Christmas, but this is, for some reason, the one that's so memorable to me. And it was rolling around. My brother, I believe, was like just creeping into 16. He was 16. He just got his license. All of these things. He just got for his 16th birthday a Ford Explorer. And his birthday was in October and everything, so he had about 2 months to break that Explorer in. And so December rolls around, and we're having Christmas. Now, I remember this Christmas, again, very vividly. It's in my mind. And I believe at this time, if my brother was 16, I believe I think rolling around to be 9. It could have been 10. I could have been rolling around to be 10, but I think I was 9 at the time. I could have been 9 at the time. Um, and so within that, I was still in, obviously, like, your kiddie phase, but I was creeping into more of, like, my brother was playing Halo at the time. That was the big game, so I was creeping into liking Halo. Okay, I don't really want to play, Mario Kart anymore. I want to hold a gun. All of these different things. So I was definitely creeping into more mature things, cartoons and everything. I guess I still I was huge into Avatar: The Last Airbender at the time, huge into Naruto. Both of those were regulars on TV, and they were like new. Avatar was new and just first time airing on TV, and then Naruto. I'm not sure how long it was available, in Japan before it was over here, but Naruto was just airing for the first time on American TV. So big time, big time. But that's pretty much what I was into. I do remember me and my sister both had a Toontown account at the time. Me and my sister both were playing Webkins at the time. So those things were still relevant and popping within the childhood. And so I do remember, I believe this Christmas actually would have been, I think this may be the Christmas that we got our first Webkins. I think we had a Toontowns account, but I think this was the Christmas that we got our first Webkins. But we were in our two-story house in Mississippi. I call it the two-story house because we've only had one two-story house. And so we were there. And I remember Christmas morning, there wasn't many things that I had asked for that I can recall. Now, I remember I had gotten for my birthday in April, before December comes around, in April, I had gotten a new guitar. And so, no, 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 no. This was the next birthday. This Christmas, I already had my guitar, but December happened, and then in April I got a new guitar. But yeah. So anyway, within this, no, yeah, the two-story house. We come down the stairs. I already had my guitar and everything. I remember asking for. I really, really, really wanted a Green Bay's Packer, or I wanted a Packers or a Steelers uniform. And I remember, I believe it was the J.C. Penney catalog, and so I did end up getting the Packers uniform. That was awesome. And we did end up, I got a foot pedal for my guitar. That was a big thing. Now, that foot pedal, the reason I wanted it is because I wanted to play like a rock star. I wanted the distortion. I wanted to be able to plug it in and have all those different sounds and everything. And so I got one of like the rookie foot pedals that had, I think it was maybe like 48 presets or something like that. And like the last four, you could do custom presets with your own custom reverb and delay and distortion and all of that. So, yeah, you could create your own presets as well. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And I absolutely went ham on that foot pedal. I used that thing so much. I absolutely loved it. It had everything I wanted, all the distortion sounds that I needed. It had the high end distortion. It had a low distortion. It had your thrash distortion. It was a very good starter pedal for myself, and yeah, I loved it. I loved it quite a bit, and got a lot of use out of it. I did end up getting, at the time, my interest within reading was the Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow's Adventures. He's a kid and just starting out his vision of being a ship master, a captain, if you will. And yeah, I ended up getting one of those books. It may have been two of those books. But yeah, I remember getting another one of the, because it's a series. So I remember getting another one of those, which was super exciting. I remember reading it that morning. Not all of it, obviously, but I could read all of it in one sitting now. Very, very little, but at the time, no. And I remember getting, like, it was like this little flip. It kind of looked like a flip phone, but it was a watch. It was like an alarm clock, but it was a portable alarm clock thing with a stopwatch. All these things, just your multifunctional clock, just a little thing like a stocking stuffer thing. And we did end up getting some money. And like I said, with the Webkins, I believe this was the Christmas my grandma sent a package, and it gave me and my sister a Webkins. Now, I believe my sister's was a black bear, and mine was a pug. Those were our first Webkins. We ended up obviously getting more down the line. I believe I ended up getting, I think I may have gotten the panda. I can't remember which ones I did end up getting, but yeah, I do know I had the pug, and that was my dog. That was my dog. I loved washing my pug and brushing his teeth, and all that. So I believe this was the Christmas we did end up getting that. And then one of the biggest things, what makes it the most memorable Christmas for me, and again, I could be getting it mixed up. It could have been the next Christmas, but within the Christmas that I'm remembering, I had just a little bit of money. It was, overcast day. It was raining, and we had already opened our presents and everything. It was still Christmas morning, afternoon, and my brother, I remember him asking, "Do you think Walmart's open?" My dad was like, "Well, they should be. I mean, it's Christmas, but I mean, they're usually open. They've usually got somebody there." And so I remember me and him going up to Walmart, and we both had some Christmas money, and just browsing around and whatnot. And we always, me and him both, he likes electronics, and we both like music, so we would always walk through the CD section and just see what they had. And I was always into the rock stuff, so I was always trying to look for a new rock CD. And I did end up finding one. I got Red. End of Silence. I got their very first album, and I remember me and him sitting in his Explorer and listening to it. Now, the thing about it was I had previously gotten a CD and I didn't like it, so I did take that to the store and exchange it. And so I knew I had, my Christmas money, but I also knew I had some extra money if I exchanged this CD. So I exchanged the CD, got the money back, traded it in for the red End of Silence. And then me and him sat in his Explorer with it overcast and raining and listened to that entire album. And just did an album review. I mean, he was like, yeah, I don't want to, start it up and then get halfway home or get home and it only be halfway finished. So let's just sit here and listen to it. So we did. And yeah, it was a great experience. It was a great time. Me and him both absolutely loved that album. There were multiple songs. Me and him both looked at each other and we were just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, like I said, I was like 9, he was 16, so it was a very good moment for us. It was a very good memory, and so we ended up finishing the album. I believe we went over to GameStop just previously because it's in the same plaza as Walmart, and we went in there, just browsed around, and then we went back to the house and finished up our Christmas activities. I'm not sure if we ended up going around to like a family's house or anything like that day. I know we did, obviously, that season, but I'm not sure about that day specifically. But yeah, we did. We sat there listening to that album, went home. I remember when me and my sister did finally get our webkins all set up and going. That was like a game changer. Me and her were on that at all times. I would call my cousin on our house phone, and me and him would sit there on speakerphone and at the laptops and be playing webkins together. And yeah, it was a fantastic time. But that was one of my favorite Christmases. I ended up for my birthday. I ended up getting like a Game Boy Advance SP. That was game changer for myself. That was like my first like console. I would say it's not a console, it's handheld, but it had a light on it. I could buy my games, I could take it wherever. That was my first, like, I had a Game Boy Color, but the Game Boy Advance SP with the light on it and everything like that, that was when I really started like gaming, like creeping into maybe I want to do an all-nighter. And then I got the DS Lite and did start pulling all-nighters playing video games. Then I got the GameCube and then it was game over. And then I got the 360 and it was absolutely, life is over. And so yeah, so it was a great time. That house has some great memories from my childhood, definitely, and that Christmas was just one of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you guys are, again, having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. That's just been in my mind with the times rolling around. That Christmas has been in my mind. So I decided I wanted to hop on here, like I said, before work, to share it with you guys. Hope you enjoy it. And again, hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. If you are spending it with family or friends, or both, definitely take those moments and cherish them, because they're these type of memories, sitting in a Walmart parking lot and just listening to a CD for the first time with your brother, like those little things can stay with you forever. So yeah, you never know how you're going to look at a moment 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. So again, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, smack that like button. Now, I do try to post every single day, so hitting that bell notification button is beneficial, because every day at 12 o'clock it'll be like an alarm clock going off. It'll ding and there's a new video. So yeah, definitely hit that bell notification button so you are notified every single time I post a video. And with all of that being said, again, hope you guys just having a wonderful, just take in the holiday season. I hope you guys do have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a very happy New Year's. And so with all of that being said, again, this was Tyler, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.